A young boy loses his testicle all because doctors in the emergency room failed to timely recognize their window of opportunity in which to identify what was really going on with him. You want to learn what this is about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney here in the state of New York. So now this young boy had been complaining of groin pain for a number of hours before his mom actually brought him into the hospital. And his mom tried to put him into a warm bath to see if maybe this would alleviate the problem. She gave him some Tylenol, and none of that helped. So now in the emergency room, they're starting to evaluate him. And one of the doctors in training thought maybe this young boy's testicle was twisted upon itself. Now what does that mean? It means there's a condition known as testicular torsion, where the testicle twists upon itself. And what happens here is that the blood flow gets cut off. It gets choked off. And if it's not undone and untwisted in a timely fashion, guess what? The blood supply gets cut off, the testicle dies, it becomes necrotic, and now the doctors have no choice but to go in and surgically remove the dead testicle. By the time the doctors in training came in to evaluate him, they realized they need one of their supervisors, one of the attending physicians to come in. Now he wasn't in the hospital, he was at home. So now they had to wait for him to come in. Then when he came in, he said, you know what? I think we better call in a urologist who specializes in children, a pediatric urologist. Okay, well he wasn't in the hospital, which meant they now had to call him in from home. So now there's another delay. So now the pediatric urologist comes in and says, you know what? He needs a special ultrasound test called a Doppler color flow to see whether or not there's still blood flow in the testicle. And by the time they got him into that test, guess what? They recognized that there's no more blood flow to the testicle. Many, many hours had elapsed from the time he first got to the emergency room. One of the doctors in the hospital even suggested to the parents, you know what? I don't understand why he lost his testicle, because we believe he had flow to his testicle, blood flow, hours earlier. And if they had tried to manipulate it, to untwist it beforehand, we don't believe he would have lost his testicle. And if they couldn't untwist it manually, then they take him into surgery, and if it's still within that window of opportunity, guess what? Then you can save the testicle. And as a direct result of this testicular torsion that went undiagnosed and untreated, this young boy lost his testicle and had to have it surgically removed. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into one case where I was able to help a family obtain compensation as a result of the hospital delaying and diagnosing and treating this young boy's condition. You know, I understand you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you haven't done so yet, and you have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.